if you want to connect to your audience, especially nowadays, and especially a younger generation, you need to be vulnerable. But is vulnerable and intimate the same thing? And honestly, that kind of brings up another question that I have. So, for anybody who's ever followed you on social media, has ever met you in person, they would, even in your music, would definitely hear like, okay, man, this man is really vulnerable. Like, he's very honest. He'll allow us to kind of see, the behind the scenes and kind of really know that rawness.
Yeah,
But let's talk about it, bro. Let's talk about the difference between, especially with fans, right, or with people who just kind of know you from wherever. Let's talk about the difference between vulnerability and intimacy, because
yeah,
those, I think what happens, especially on social media, is you get to see a lot of this person's life and you feel like you are intimate with this person. And the reason why I say that is because they'll try to hit you up, and then if you don't answer a certain way or whatever the case may be, they end up feeling all hurt, or all
right,
their feelings or whatever. and
right.
and as you, as the artist, the content creator, whatever, you're looking at them like, yo, wait a minute, like, we ain't that close. But to them, it's like, yo,
Yeah.
I'm super close. I follow everything. I see all of your posts. So let's talk about the difference, or the variation, the differences between intimacy and vulnerability, bro.
So intimacy and vulnerability, like I love being vulnerable. Kinky, let daddy talk for a little bit, okay? No. Okay. No. No Chuck E. Cheese tomorrow? Okay, all right, Chuck E. Cheese. All right. But so I love being vulnerable because it lets people know that you're a human. And I love creating an intimacy with like the people who follow me. So if you know anything about me, you follow me, I give everybody my number, 425-903-3194. It's like, dang, I'm on a phone number basis with Kevi. So I think finding a healthy balance,
Mm-hmm.
um, like finding a healthy balance is good.
Yeah.
Be vulnerable, let people in. Don't be too far from like not being human and connecting with them, because
Right.
at the end of the day, your streams come from these people. Your if you're selling merch, purchases come from these people. So you got to find a healthy balance. And I'm big on that, bro. I'm big on having that healthy balance. Not too much, but enough where you know Kiwi. If you know me, you know Kiwi.
How do you balance being vulnerable to your audience, while maintaining a protection of intimacy, for
With the
yourself?
Yeah, it's some stuff that you got to be quiet as kept with. Like you can't, yeah, you can't tell everything. You can't be like, hey, hey, all my fans, all 30,000 of y'all, I only got 20 cents in my account right now.
Although there's some artists who might be doing that, like, hey,
Right?
cash at me, or not just
You
artists,
know,
but just people.
yeah. Like there's some type of level of respect you got to have for yourself when it
Mm.
comes to
Woo.
you can't just pour it all out, because it's like as an artist and an entrepreneur, we still want to have that like mystique, like, okay, we don't know everything about them, but we know enough. Maybe we didn't need to know that their account was on the negative or overdraw. Like, we just need to know that they were going through something.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think you gotta. Hey, I'm big on that. You can't.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. You ain't got to be that intimate. I don't need to know that you got the same draws on because you've been on tour. Like, I don't. That's
I definitely don't start, and I understand that may be your level of like sharing when it comes to connectivity, but
Yeah.
you know, like it's some stuff that like you share. You got to know your social cues. That wasn't it.
Whew.
That's it. That's not it. So yeah, bro.
Social cues, man. People, they need some classes on that. People got to take some
Like,
classes on that. Uh, life is a hard teacher, especially if you if you try to be a little too weird with me.